But who would you consider your life's mentor, or do you have inspirations or life things?
Well, the answer can be found in the question you asked. I have had a lot of mentors and a lot of inspirations, and most of them are staying with me in my house, inside my library. So what I do is I apply a very standard effective business practice, because what I do is when it comes to sales and motivation, I would consider Zig Ziglar as my mentor. As a matter of fact, I admire him so much. I went to the stage and I got his sales training program and represented Zig. When it comes to Charles Swindoll, it's all about character. When it comes to, of course, the classical guru of modern day management, and without him, I won't have a word today. It's Peter Drucker. When it comes to academe and a little bit of the leadership in that area, I'll go to Warren Bennis. In other words, I get here's the effective business term. I get their best practices, because it is virtually impossible to have one person representing all the good stuff. Each one will have their own competencies, and most of them are still with me, but now they are in my Evernote. Yes, thank you. God has been merciful with me. It's now Monday to Friday. I have to churn out the material that I can use and then present that in my radio broadcast. And so collecting all these things and coming up with a theme, that's the easy stuff. But churning out materials on a daily basis, that's the part that challenges me. But now I have had help. I mean, with ABS-CBN publishing, they have had artists and their people and editors helping me put the whole thing together. And I now have my daughter with her team helping me also with the graphics requirement and the creative aspects. So I guess that all makes it work. That makes my work a little easier compared to the day when I was starting out. Wait till you see the Gen Z. They are totally different creatures. That will be the biggest challenge for every generation. So what I do right now is this. The Gen Z people love reading books. And the Gen Z, as my thesis would present, the Gen Z don't like reading e-books. They want the traditional books. That's why it's going to be a great opportunity for National Bookstore again. And so this is what I do, pen and paper. What do I mean? Highlight the book. Never tell yourself, sayang, no, I don't want to dirty my book. Hey, a dirty book is a clean mind. That means the mind is black. The more you dirty your book, you highlight it, you write your notes there, and then you transcribe your notes into something, and then you look at it, and then you contemplate on it, and then you let it feed your mind again and again. In other words, you're getting the maximum benefit out of that book now. Yeah. Person happens to be my kid, I will spark that kid. Just kidding, I don't spark kids. Let me just say this. We also need to learn how to reward ourselves. I do about 310 to 320 talks, trainings, and seminars in a year. If you're going to consider this one as one engagement, this is going to be my 69th for the year. So, how's that? And I'm expensive, by the way. So how's that? Well, I'll never give up on having my family vacation on December, and I bring my entire family out, and then they have 100% of my time and attention with them. That's how I reward myself. Middle of the year. Well, pretty soon we're going to be going on a short vacation also. A short vacation meaning to say about 4 to 5 days. Long vacation, that's about 3 weeks plus. And so these are rewards that I give to myself. These are travel, and the best way to travel, the best way to learn is to travel, right? Yes, but do not shop. So you visit museums, you take a look at the culture, you understand it brightens and broadens your horizon. I'm now at a distinctive advantage, so that when I travel, I happen to have people I can talk with. Last November, I went to New York, and I had the opportunity to meet Arianna Huffington of Huffington Post. I had this short time of interview with Seth Godin, and Sarah Lewis. Before that, it used to be Malcolm Gladwell and Adam Grant. And so my travel gives me the pleasure, but I also want to make it a learning experience as well. You have to travel, but the one thing I don't like about the millennials is this. I will fight anyone in the room who will insist the millennials are slackers or lazy. No, they don't know them. They work hard. And then when they work hard to save money, and then there's budget airfare promo, and then they go to Beijing, and then they splurge it all out, and then they come back and then they work again. They have to learn how to manage their money as well. And so the reward should always be a responsible reward, but not one of irresponsibility and negligence and recklessness. Yeah, we have to have that. And can I ask